Hi everyone and welcome to You Remind Me with Marcus and
Jade.
Ooh, we are back again for
I
season
know.
2. Well, this is episode 2 of season 2, but it's exciting.
But we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
How are we starting? So are we just gonna go straight into how our week has been, basically?
Yeah, I don't mind. Whatever. You can
Yeah,
say whatever you like.
go for it. Oh, do you want
Easy.
to go or do you want me to go?
All right, I'll go.
Okay, yeah, go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
Um, actually, you know what my week has just been? Basically, a week of procrastination and stress.
Okay.
That's what my week has been. And I don't know if you can agree with me on this, or if anyone else can agree with me on this. I procrastinate way too much,
Oh yeah,
and then I stress when it
we're too
actually
much.
has to be done.
Yeah, because you've
Because I
procrastinated
procrastinate.
too much.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh yeah, it's fine. I can do it on Thursday. Really, I've got. It's like I had the craft fair, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll just start Thursday. I've got all day Thursday. Then I've got Friday. Then I've got like, then by Friday I can have it done. I've not got that much to do.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm procrastinate. It gets to Thursday, and I'm literally like
Flapping.
ripping my hair out. I'm like, I don't even know why I left it this long. I don't know. I'm stressed. I'm crying. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I haven't got anything I need. So like stuff that I had to order, I haven't
God.
ordered.
So
then
what did you do?
So I ended up getting it all done, which is why I procrastinate because I end up getting it done.
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
which is
yeah.
why I carry on doing it because
Yeah.
it always ends up getting done.
Yeah, but you can't
But
live your life like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Oh God, that is so much anxiety
It's
you're giving
so
yourself.
much,
Like, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
self-inflicted. So when I was
Yeah.
like, I called my friends and I was like, oh, mama, and I was like, do you know what? I don't even know why I'm so stressed because it's all self-inflicted. It's not like I was
Yes.
really,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
busy
yeah.
during the week.
You can't
and
blame
I
it
had,
on anyone
yeah,
but yourself.
but it's
Yeah.
myself. It's like instead of me saying, oh, actually, the kids are at school, I'll do some bits here. I'm sitting there watching Real Housewives.
There you go.
Or
Yeah.
instead of watching Real Housewives and doing it while I'm watching Real Housewives, I'm just there sitting there just chilling like I've got nothing to do. Nothing. Anyone would think that I'm literally a lady of leisure and I've
Yeah.
got nothing to do because I'm just sitting there
Watching things.
watching. And it's like all of this stuff that I could do while the TV's on.
Yes,
So it's not
that's why I have to text you every minute to
Yeah,
get
exactly.
things done. But you're watching Housewives. I could not do that now.
Honestly. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I've had all of that time to procrastinate,
hmm
and then the kid gets sick or something happens, and then
Yes.
it's like, oh
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shit. And then you're like, oh my god, if only I had just done it
Then
when I
that
had
would have
those
been one
minutes,
thing
then that
ticked off.
one
Then
thing's
I could worry about the kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
that's been my week basically: procrastination and
And
stress. And the
God.
craft show did go all right, so
Yeah.
it did go okay. But I'm like this week, I've said no, I'm not doing it because I've got another one.
Mm.
So I'm be doing bits by bits, and I'm ticking off my lists and lists. So like this morning, I made a few bits and it's done. Then when I get home, I'll make more few bits, and then
Yeah.
that bit's done. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Just getting it done. And
yeah,
yeah. It's hard. Like when I ran my business, I was so like involved in it that I had to say to myself, no, you're gonna do 9 to 5
yes,
on
I
it.
want that.
I had to say that to myself
I
because
want to be like that.
I was just pulled out the headphones, sorry. I literally said, no, do 9 to 5 because I know I've got orders that need to go out tomorrow or whatever, 2 days time,
Yeah,
but they will get done. But I've got to give myself headspace because you're doing it all at home. You're at home to cook
that's it.
food. You're always at home.
That's the
Do you
part.
know what I mean? So it just becomes a little bit too much.
Oh, see,
So
mine,
that's
I'm
what I said
waiting
to
for it.
myself, like, no, Marcus, do 9 to 5. And I got everything done in that 9 to 5. So I would wake up in the morning, I would go to the post office, drop off what I need to drop off. Then I'll come back, do the bowls, what I needed to do, paint, because you have to wait in
Yeah,
between. There was like a system. When I mean this whole house was like full of dust and everything. And then every time I would do it, I had to like deep clean the house because I've got housemates.
yeah,
But yeah, I think you need to get to a point where you literally are like, no, I'm gonna, even if you haven't got time in the day, you're like, I got to pick up the kids, right? From 4 till whatever, 6, I'm gonna do a little bit of
that's
thing.
it.
Just
So
yeah,
because
yeah,
when I quit and all that stuff, I was like, okay, so what I can do is that I can do it. So I'll drop the kids. So it's like between
yeah.
9 and I don't know 2:30, I can
Mhm,
just work.
mhm.
But then it's like, oh, go on,
But you're
do this.
free as a bird. You haven't got anyone over you, have you? So
Yes,
that's why you're like,
that's the thing. So it's like, oh, it's all right. And then I'm like, oh, they'll get home and I can make dinner. Then I
yeah.
can like,
Then
I
I'll
can
do
do it
it.
then.
But something always
But
pops
then
up.
something pops up,
Yeah,
or it's
yeah,
like I've
yeah.
got to do this, or I've got to do that, or I'm tired. So like for me now, it's just like my time management has to just become better, basically.
Yeah. But
That's
you will find it. Like
yeah,
you just have to be strong and just be like, no, look, This is what's happening. Like you've had, what has it been? Maybe like 2 months now since you've finished. No, a month.
Yeah, just like
Just
yeah,
coming up to a month. So now you've
it's a
had that.
month today
Yeah,
actually.
you've had that month
Yeah,
now to like relax and just chill.
yeah,
Now you say, moving forward, right? I don't need to be chilling. Let me go back into that frame of mind of, when you had to go to work.
yes,
You go back to that frame of mind,
exactly.
basically. It's hard, but yeah.
Well, anyways,
So what
so
would I
how's your
say?
week?
Oh
Yeah,
God, my week. So I'm obviously back into the performing world, and I'm doing the panto at the Theatre Peckham. So my week has been crazy because this is the second week of rehearsals,
hmm
but it's just been crazy because we have been in until 8, 9 o'clock, like a couple of days in a week. We've done till
Did they
6.
tell you that you have to be in that late, or
Yeah,
does it
yeah,
just?
we always get told. So we've got a schedule for the week. So we
Yeah,
knew we were going to be in late. But it's just crazy because it's hard, like to put on a show. So, oh God, big burping. Sorry, guys. This is the Prosecco. Um, to put on a show in 2 weeks is
mad. Yeah,
madness. Madness.
I
And it's a
can't even imagine.
2 hour show. Like,
Two
and it's
hours.
2 hours, and we've got kids, and it's 2 hours with an interval. So it's not too bad.
Oh,
So
that's
you
long.
will get like a 15, I think it's a 15 or 20 minute
About
interval.
an hour and
And
45.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I think they just didn't want to make kids sit down for an hour and 45. So that's why they've done an interval
yeah.
and then we'll carry on. But yeah, it's been crazy. And we're kind of at that point where we're like, oh my God, is this actually gonna happen? It's everything is everywhere. We're like, I don't think we've actually ran the show.
What for?
Yeah, we haven't run the show at all. We had tech yesterday, but every minute we're in darkness. Every
Oh
minute. But
God.
then they were like, no, we're ahead of you because we haven't got time. So I was like, why are we here for tech? Obviously, it's for the kids as well. So it was actually really nice yesterday. We did 10 till half 9. And because there's 5 adults in it, I'm kind of like, they say to me, oh, Marcus, you're the glue. I said,
Oh, duh.
I said, well, of course.
Duh.
Duh. So I was just like, no, guys, don't worry. Look at it. We've got to look at it in this way that next week we're going to be like, why were we stressing so much?
Yeah.
It always happens like that. I know at this present moment, we're like, oh my God, but I literally can't allow my brain to do that. I'm like, as long as I know my lines, I'm doing my job. Do you know what I mean? I
That's it. And I'm
know
still getting
my
paid.
lines. I know what I'm singing. Okay, you just have to be very flexible as an actor around this time, especially like around the like tech time, all the way up to when you open, because they change things until you've had that opening night.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Wait, so you could like, I don't know, so you know all your scripts and stuff,
yeah,
and
and
they
they
could
can
be
add in a
like,
song.
they could add in a song, or
Yeah,
they could be like, actually, we're going to cut that part and
yeah,
move this part here,
and your brain
or
just
just
has to,
whatever.
yeah,
Oh God, I couldn't live like
yeah.
that.
No,
I
it
could
is
not.
crazy. I remember when I was doing the Drifters Girl, and like obviously I was covering, so I wasn't in it, but when watching them create the show and stuff like that, it was crazy. And they were cutting stuff, they were adding songs, they were doing all these kind of things, and they've got license to do that up until the opening. So we just as the covers had to sit there and take these notes down and be like, all right, I've learned this, but like, all right, I know none of it's in my body because I've not stepped on the stage because it's all about the main
The main, yeah.
people. So, but it's crazy. And for me, I said, I can't cover again. It's
So
not
in
for
some
me.
senses, cover is actually quite, it's harder than being the main
Mm.
person, right? Because
I think the hardest job in like musical theatre is being a swing.
what's that?
A swing is someone who will swing the ensemble members. So the people who don't really they have parts, but they're not the lead roles.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean?
okay,
Like the
yep,
chorus,
yep,
when you
yep,
go and see
yep,
a show,
yep.
then you'll have a swing who will swing them. That is the hardest job because sometimes they make them the dance captain as well. So if there's someone ill, you have to cut a show, they have to cut the show. Yeah. And then they have to fill in the gaps, or they might do more than, like, they will do one or two or three characters just to fill in the gaps and stuff like that. It
Oh my,
is crazy.
because do you
It
know
is
what?
crazy.
Now you're explaining it to me. When Paul was doing his shows, I used to
Yeah.
just be like, "Mate, he's calling sick," and he'd be like, "It's
No.
not that I don't like I care so much about the
Yeah.
job I'm doing or to this, but it's like I care about the people I'm working with,
Mm.
so that if I call in sick, it's like there is someone out
Yeah.
in that team that is going to actually feel it today.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just calling sick. It's like I don't care about my managers and stuff like that
Yeah.
necessarily, but
It's the people who
that
you
you're
work
working with, because it's
Yeah.
like just me and one other person calling in sick can switch up a show so much
Yeah.
that person now is doing 3 roles or whatever just because
I'm
this person's not in, this
Or
person's
I'm
not
feeling
in.
a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, and it's like so obviously in an office job, just calling in sick is just calling in sick usually, right?
But
like,
this is what I was saying. You know, like when I said last week that we just need to now just call in sick because like it's getting too much where we are relied on a bit too much.
Yeah, I call in sick for less than what most people call in sick.
You really have to like think about it. Unless you just don't give a shit about the show, then you do have people who are literally like, oh fuck this, I'm just gonna have days off here and there. You're like, rah, these people are just having days off and no one's saying nothing. And then if I have one day off, do you know what I mean?
But
that
do you feel like you
thing.
think about it more having days off? Like, do you feel like, because now you're saying like, if you have a day off, people think like, oh, why is he off a day off or whatever?
Yeah. Well,
but the likelihood is that they actually don't.
No, I think musical people are kind of, they're so fast. They're in your business all the goddamn time.
Yeah, people like, I can't even go to this area.
Someone will text you and be like, yeah, you can't go to no areas.
He's like, I can't go here.
Yeah.
Because someone sees me.
Yeah.
These ain't like normal office people that
mind their business. Because if someone sees me, someone says something, it's like Chinese whispers and then it gets back and it's not actually the truth. Like, it's exhausting. Like, and you could be ill as hell, but you're out the house because you have to go and get a doctor's note or go and
just for whatever reason.
For whatever reason it is, but I'm ill. Like, yeah.
And
like,
I'm not being funny. If you have like the runs, right?
Yeah.
You're not your body, your face and all that is not.
It's fine.
You just can't leave the house.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna shit yourself on the train. That's it. That's the only thing.
But they will say, "Oh, just come in, all right."
But you might go to the corner
shitty
shop
pants
to get some bread.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then you can't actually get on a train. Because if you get on the train, you're going to shit your pants.
Exactly.
But you can walk down to the corner shop quickly and walk back or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or jump in your car or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can do that. You're not actually like sick as in like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh shit, I'm actually going to shit myself.
Yeah.
So.
Like, everyone has the shits. Like, but you can't, like, if you have the shits, you can't go into work and be there dancing on stage, singing. Next minute, and your shame.
I would never.
I couldn't do it. You
ever,
couldn't.
If that happened to me, I would literally never ever step foot on any stage
ever again
in front of and all those people. If you're in my phone book, you're now blocked.
Because they've all seen you shit on
all
stage.
All of you. I don't care if you're my best friend. All of you are now blocked. Bye.
I can't talk to you ever.
See you later.
Again.
I walk off. I say sorry. I walk off, and I never come back. Can you imagine? Just shit yourself out here. Just
imagine, and it just runs down the leg, ploops on the stage, and you can't even hide it.
Oh my God! If they don't see it, they'll be like, "What is that smell?"
Yes.
What is that smell? And
you're like, no, it's not me. But they're like, when we come close to you, you sting.
And all you can do is feel like shit running down your leg.
Oh, I would be shamed.
Oh my God! That actually reminds me of a funny story, right? Went to my nan's funeral. This is when Jane was really small. Not my nan's. Went to my friend's nan's funeral when Jane was really small, and there was 3 of us. Like, there was 3 friends, but me and one friend weren't talking at the time.
Oh, yeah.
But we went to the funeral because obviously it was our friend's funeral. And we had to sit together. And I took baby Jaden with me. And he had a nut allergy when he was small.
Oh.
But not like severe, like he would like choke himself, but
yeah.
like he was shit. And like 4 peanuts. He used to love nuts. And my mum would give him peanuts, but he'd like shit. And the shit was horrendous. Anyways, long story short, so I'm sitting there. I didn't realise Jaden shit himself. So I'm sitting there, and then this girl's talking to me, and I'm thinking, "Right, your breath stinks." I mean, your breath smells like shit. I'm thinking, and she's, you know, when someone's whispering, but obviously it weren't her breath.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm thinking, "Rah!" Like your breath. If she's talking about, you know what that is?
Yeah.
If she's talking about.
Oh God.
So we leave the funeral and then Jane's like, "Mummy, my bum." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Mummy, my bum." And I end up changing him and I had to change him in the middle of a graveyard. That's how bad it was. I opened his nappy. There was just peanuts everywhere. I said, "Oh my God, it's me thinking it's her breath."
So what was he doing? He was like just swallowing them.
Basically like inhale them. But he loves peanuts. So I'm a firm believer in that. He got rid of his peanut allergy.
Because he was like,
But he doesn't have it anymore. He eat peanuts, doesn't have it anymore.
Oh.
I'm like, this is not a disclaimer. Don't go and give your
No,
kids.
exactly. Imagine.
Don't
Next
go
minute, the
give your
kid's
kids,
there,
yeah.
and you have to get an EpiPen on
Literally.
them and shit.
But
Yeah.
I think he was just lucky that he only had a kind of intolerance that would affect his belly.
Oh, okay.
You know, rather than like the actual severe like anaphylactic shock
when
and
it's
all that
your
stuff.
throat closes up and all that kind
And
of
then
shit. Yeah.
He's fine now, but wow, that poo was disgusting. It was the worst thing ever, and he was just there with his shitty pants, and it's me blaming people's smelly breath.
Mm-mm. Well, that was a shit story. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know how we got on shit, but yeah, we got onto the shit.
Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram if you want to get in touch at @you_reminds_me.
And also, don't forget to subscribe.
Send us a DM, darlings. We'll always get back.
Love ya.
Oh, so guys, as you know, we've got little Melly girl here. She's currently sleeping now.
Thank God.
Thank
You
goodness.
might hear her because she's a snorer.
Yeah, she's a Frenchie, so she snores.
Yeah.
So you might hear her eventually. But it like I don't know if I've never loved an animal how I love her. Like I've never I've had dogs previously, but the love that I have for my Melly girl is like I just love her. Like her face, like you know when you see cute baby and you think,
oh, you're so cute. Yeah,
that's what I feel like about her. I can't even say her name too loud because
she'll come and jump on you.
But she's just like the most perfect dog in the world. Like, and I only thought that like white people loved their dogs.
Yeah,
I thought that was a white people thing. I thought like
no,
you know when you see white people with their dogs and you think the love that you have for that dog
is too much.
Mad.
Yeah,
like. It's mad.
Yeah.
You sort of put them in the same bracket as your kids.
Yes, basically. Like, and now you're putting Millie
in
the same.
And now I'm like, I get it.
Yes.
I really get it.
Yeah,
because she is in the same bracket as my kids because she's my child.
No, it's so true because I feel exactly the same. I haven't had Jasper for 2 weeks now just because I've been in rehearsals and stuff. And I said, I miss the little bugger. I really miss him. I don't know what it is. And I'm like you just said, how much you love her. I'm like, oh my God, I actually love Jasper, you know? I love him. And like, if anything happened to this dog, I said my heart will be torn out.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, like, I don't think I've ever loved something more than I actually do love Jasper. Like, I would say I've never been in love.
But
I would actually say that, you know?
What, like with like been in love with like a human is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you've never been in love with
I don't think I've ever been in love with a human where I've actually meant it. Obviously, I've been in relationships where you say it, but I know me and I know I didn't mean it when I said it.
Oh, you're right.
So now I know that's really hard to bye bitch. That's why you're an ex. But yeah. Even now, do you know what's really weird? I find it really hard. So my mum's all of a sudden, she's at the end of everything. I love you. I said, all right, bye.
Oh.
That's really bad, isn't it?
I would really love my mum to say I love
you. Would you?
I can't even tell you the time that my mum's ever told me that she loves me. I physically can't, which is why I make such an effort to save my kids.
Oh, okay.
That I love them every day without fail. Like multiple times a day.
I just find it weird because my mum never really said it when I was young. Like maybe she did. Yeah, she would not. She did, but do you know when you like my adult life? I don't remember. I remember her ending calls like that. I love you, and now she's like, "Why are you not saying it back?" Maybe I do need to start saying it now because life is too short.
If I called my mum right now on this podcast and said "love you," mum would be like, "What? What's wrong with you?"
If I said it to my mum, she'd be like, "Oh my God, you love me finally! Oh my God, I knew you loved me. I knew you loved." Yes. Sorry, I woke up Millie there.
Yeah, look, she's here.
Woke her up. She might jump on me in a minute.
This way.
But yeah, literally. Oh.
Lay down.
She's all good. But yeah. So help me out,
guys.
Back
to not being in love with a human.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like, this is probably going to cause me more drama than it's actually worth to say. I get what you're coming from, but I don't know whether I've been in love. Obviously, I was in a long-term relationship, a very long-term, stuff like that. But when you say it, it's like the love that I see. Obviously, it's hard to say because you don't see everything in everyone's relationships.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't see everything. But then, you know when you've got certain people or certain relationships and you see and you think, wow, you love them.
Yes.
Like, that's love. That's actually love. Do you know what I mean? That there's nothing they can do wrong, nothing they can say wrong. You love that person.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever felt like that. Do you know what I mean? But then I don't know if my it's because the way that I love is different.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Mm.
like you learn to love from the love that you've been given, right?
Yeah.
From when you're small, right? That's how you learn to love and you learn what love is.
Yeah.
And like I've
No,
said,
it's so
like
true.
I didn't really have that. I'm not saying my mum doesn't love me, but like, I never had that. Like I'm not an affectionate person.
But
Do you know what I mean?
do you know what I find what's really weird is that you stayed in your mum's bed for so long,
Yeah,
but like you always had a connection. Do you know what I mean? So you're
yeah.
always in the bed, but I'm like,
Which is why
it's
it's
so
so
weird that the affection wasn't there,
wasn't there.
but you always had to be with each other in that
Exactly.
bed.
So it's weird. So then I don't know
Yeah.
whether that's because that's how now I've learned to love. That is, which is why.
So is it kind of like, I want to say like loving at arm's length, but still quite close, if you know what I mean?
I personally, I think this. 'Cause I said it to my aunt a little while ago. I was
Yeah.
like, they grew up in Uganda and they went to boarding schools from a young age.
Mm.
So from like when did you start primary school? Like five.
I don't know. You
Five,
got
6?
children, I don't know.
I think about 5, 6. Anyways, they
Yeah.
started primary school then, and then we
Oh,
boarding
so they went
schools
boarding school from
from
5.
then. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
from then. So at that age, like there's days where Noah just needs a hug. Like
Yes.
he's 7 now, but like even when they're small, like they just need a hug. Like
Yeah.
they just want a hug from mummy or daddy or whoever. They just want a hug and they
Yeah.
just want to be like, you know, like
Yeah, because it's a
affectionate
lot.
and stuff like that.
To be away from your parents for doing a 9 to 5 at school. Do you
Right.
know what I mean? Well,
So-
whatever, 9 to 3.
Yeah.
But they're doing a daytime job themselves.
So can you imagine that where he comes home to me every night? So when he does want
Sorry.
a hug, he can have a hug. Or if he's
Yeah.
feeling really stressed out for no reason or whatever it is, he can actually talk to me and whatever.
Yeah.
But then when they went to school, they had matrons and these people that are just
So
in
there's
charge of them.
someone who's always keeping them
Yeah.
at arm's length, basically.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you guys learnt to love differently. It's not that you thought that your parents didn't love you or your
Yeah.
parents didn't love you. You just learnt to love differently. So for you guys, you never had that. Oh, let me just give you a hug, baby, because
Yeah.
you're here. Or let me just. Oh, I love you. I love you. You went weeks without talking to your parents.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At a small age. So I don't know
It's crazy.
whether that's why they're a bit more arm's
Yes.
length.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because they didn't grow up like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
none of my mum isn't affectionate at all. My aunts, none of them are affectionate. They don't hug. They don't talk. They don't like say love you, whatever. None of them. It's not just my mum.
Yeah, yeah,
None
yeah.
of them do it. So I don't know if that's what it is, but
Yeah.
I'm just
It's crazy.
yeah. But
Yeah.
back to you not being in love with actual human.
No, I know.
Like, do you think that? Oh, I don't even know what I was going to say. The rosé prosecco has got to
I
my
know.
head. Only one glass.
I know that one little glass and you're anyone's sweetheart.
Honestly. Don't give it
Might have
to
to
me.
turn off this pod in a minute, guys.
But do you think that is the people that you were with that you didn't love them, or do you think that it's that maybe you didn't the way it ended that made you think that's making me think now that you didn't love them,
Yeah.
or do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I would say maybe. Ooh, I don't know if everyone can hear her there snoring, but it's fine. She's enjoying life. What would I actually say? I feel maybe because this sounds really stupid. I don't know if I want to say maybe being an only child.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, 'cause I'm an only child,
you keep a lot to yourself because you don't have that person to offload to. So
Yeah.
I kept in a lot, and maybe I guess I do put up a big barrier where I don't put up
Let
a big
people-
barrier, but I do. Maybe in love, I put up a big barrier because I don't want my heart to be broken. But in like real life, meaning with friends and stuff like that, I have got a big heart, and people would say, "Oh God, no, Marcus, you come across as you've got your arms open and just come in that
Yeah.
kind of way."
But that's
But
not love.
Different,
That's
isn't it?
not-
That
that's
is a
not
different kind
actual-
of thing.
Like it's love, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because do you remember this? I was actually talking about this with Paul the other day. Do you remember RE lessons?
Yeah.
And then you learned about different kinds of love.
No, well,
See, I
don't
just remember there's like agape and eros, and there's different kinds of love.
oh, okay.
And there's like the unconditional love, which is like your
Yes.
parents, that your parents have
That-
that. There's
yeah.
the unconditional. Well, my mum's is conditional. That's
Yeah.
for tomorrow. But you know, but so there's that, and then there's like different kinds of love where you've got the friendship love, and then you've got the actual kind of romantic love, and then you've got, do you know what I mean?
So
Or then
there
you've got like the
is,
love
yeah.
for like celebrities. Like, there's different kinds of
Yeah.
love.
There is so many different kinds of love because, like, there then comes into play lust. and
Right.
all that kind of stuff, innit? When
Yeah.
you lust after
Yeah.
someone, is lusting fancying someone,
I
or
don't
is
know,
it fancying someone then lusting
in
after
my
them
head,
before you turn into love?
when I lust
Yeah.
to me feels like love.
Okay, so it's on the same
It really
balance of
feels,
things.
but then I know it's not, because I
Yes.
said to my friend the other day, I was like, you go through that phase of where you think you love them, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, and you're obsessed, pretty much obsessed
Yes.
with this person.
Yeah.
But then the way that you know if it's real love and not lust is if after a few weeks that carries on.
Yeah.
But then after a few weeks, when you're just like, fucking irritating me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, okay, I just wanted to fuck you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Done. Basically.
Yeah. But I think that you probably have maybe, I'm not saying that you have, but you probably have maybe been in love.
Yeah.
But you haven't felt like
I'm in love.
You're in love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have anyone in your head that you could think, if it didn't end this way, or this didn't happen, or this didn't happen, we really would have.
I don't know, because I would say even with my ex, they were very almost smothering. It felt like for me, the smothering was putting. You know when someone puts their hand on your back and pushes you forward, if you know what I mean. That felt
Or like physically, or like
yeah,
mentally.
that kind of like no, like physically, kind of like their hands on the bottom of your back and they are pushing you.
Yeah.
That kind of thing just felt a bit too smothering, and I always was like, oh, just can you not do that? Like,
But is that because you're not used to affection?
no, because I like I need affection,
Yeah,
child.
but that's like a term of affection. But then, do you feel like therapist shade?
Yeah.
But do you feel like you got scared by that? Because
Most
then that
probably.
is affection,
And then
but
I
that's
kind
a
of
different
pushed,
kind of
pushed away, because I remember coming back from Edinburgh, and then they were with me, and they got off the train early, and then we stood in my porch before I come up to my flat, and then they were like, "What's going on?" And I was like, I don't know." They were like, "Should we break up?" I was like, "Yeah." They started crying, and they were like, "Oh, why are you not crying?" I was like, "Did none of this mean anything?"
In your heart, did you feel like I can't show that emotion?
I think I just kind of fell out of it, because not they were boring, but maybe they just wasn't fulfilling what I needed.
What you needed, yeah.
So I chickened out. Instead of saying, let's end this, I just carried on. So then that's how maybe I felt smothered by that person, if you know what I mean.
So you weren't,
because everything was just like negative
wasn't the
after
person
that.
for you then?
Yes, basically.
So that person just wasn't the person for you. So, so that person probably you weren't in love with. Because it's not that they were a bad person or anything like that. It's just that person wasn't for you.
Yeah, there wasn't a bad person at all.
Whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just whatever.
Because they introduced me to drag and everything like that. I remember them painting my face, and I said,
"Oh, nice."
But the face wasn't the one when he painted it. Was not the one until I did it myself, and I said, "Woo, sexy bitch."
Oh God.
Yeah, sexy bitch. Her name is Honey Voodoo.
What's that your one?
Yeah, that's her name.
What's PP's one? Oh my God, PP. I didn't know one. I don't know if you want to say his name. What's his one?
Perry's one is
Mitzi
Monroe. Yeah.
Wow, guys! If Perry ever lets us show you, my God, you need to see Mitzi.
He hasn't done drag for ages.
Perry needs to go on RuPaul's with Mitzi.
I know he has actually tried, but I think he's just fallen out of love with it because he's fallen in love with makeup. Do you know what I mean?
With
so he's on
makeup.
He's now on his career path where it could happen. You never know.
That Mitzi,
I
said, wow.
Have you never seen me?
No, show me your one.
Let me see if I can find a picture.
Are you going to put it up?
You the sexy bitch I am. One sexy bitch.
No, you're like, right of order though, because then you start doing your makeup like this, and then there's me, like with my tash.
With your tash, you said.
Yeah, don't you remember? No, the other day, right? So I went to. This is like literally Monday. I went to get my tash done, right?
Oh, stop it!
And
are you
I
ready?
haven't done it in ages. Yeah, wait, show me. That's not you.
That's me.
Is that you?
It looked like woman, innit? Gobsmacked.
Is that actually you?
Yes, that's on my mum's life.
That's your uncle, isn't it?
That's
your
me.
Aunt,
my aunt, that's me.
Oh, wow. The only way that you remember when we were talking about it, like the only way that I would know that was a man in drag is the shoulders. Remember we were talking about that? Because obviously, because you've got like broad shoulders.
Yeah.
But like other than that,
but it's because I'm wearing black in that as well, so it's slimming, isn't it?
Other than that,
wowzers.
What?
Yeah. And then this is another. This looks a bit more like me, but I did that.
No, because this I don't know what you're looking at in the mirror.
That
this don't look like you.
Do you not think that looks like me?
That's your auntie, mate.
No. No, that's actually me.
No, you're a liar. That's not you.
No, that is me.
That looks nothing like you.
It is me. I look cute. I did the whole. It was a dreadlock wig, and then I put it up in that bun. Yeah, this was when I was doing Shrek way back when, and then this was our closing night like party.
I would never ever.
I did that in like 15 minutes.
If you put that up right and was like, "Oh hi," or like just put a picture up, you know.
Yeah,
like,
imagine if I put it on Tinder.
I would think that was. I wouldn't think that was you. I think, oh, he's put a picture of his cousin or whatever.
You lie.
I would never think
me.
it was you.
It's me. I'm good.
Wow. Well, so if you see Marcus on RuPaul,
oh.
you know why.
Yeah.
On Drag Race.
No, I don't know if I'll do that. You know.
Why?
I don't know, because I've just not had the experience of drag. I need to do the performing.
Do you think you do performing though?
I would do it, you know.
I think you should do it.
I would do it.
I think
there's a lot that goes into it. There is a hell of a lot.
But don't think about that. Just think about the makeup and think about going into it first.
No, I know.
Don't think about the ins and outs until you've actually tried it.
I'm thinking of the what's gonna happen later on in life.
Yeah,
basically.
but what's the point of thinking about that?
No, I know.
Because if you think about that right now, then you're
never gonna get
into it.
No, but I'm kind of thinking that because that's where I want to be. So that's why I'm like, no, that's the end goal. You got to not think of the end goal, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if that's your end goal, then you have to just take the leap and just do it.
Do it, I know.
Because 2024, Marcus, when I tell you 2024, we are on smoke, guys,
no,
and all of you lot need to be as well. Because next 2024, I said to my cousin, I said, I'm ghosting until summer. You ain't gonna see me out here. The people that see me. You're not gonna see me just out here, just
you need
doing
to
random
do
shit.
you.
Yeah. You're going to see me when you see me, and it's actual seeing me. You're not going to see me just out here just being like, fuck it, let's just go to fucking gay AY. Even though that's close, isn't it?
Why are you calling it gay AY?
I don't know, that's what me and Paul
it's
call
GAY.
it. Because of
gay AY.
Gay AY. That's what we call it.
But that's closing.
Like,
God rest its soul.
Let's go gay AY. And he was like, what
you Gay AY.
Yeah, but that's closing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. I saw that. There's a big statement. But then he's now wanting to extend heaven. I said, how are you extending?
Keep gay AY late and close heaven.
Yeah.
Because heaven's, do you know what? Actually, no, keep heaven. Because heaven is where you have to go before 21 and you have to be out there around like-minded people.
Yes.
So you have to. After 21, heaven is a shit show.
Yes. I remember when I was young, loved it. Go up to the R&B room, you whine away. So like, oh my God, heaven's so good. Yep. Tell me the last time I've been in heaven. I could not tell you.
The last time I went to heaven, it was a few years ago, and it was just because we were just at, and we were in that kind of area.
Because it's open late.
And we were like, fuck it, we'll just go to heaven. Like, we wanted to dance and stuff. When I tell you we were there for all of like 15 minutes, and was like, would rather go home. You know when you're ready to party, but you're like, I'm ready to party, but not here. I'd rather go home.
Yeah.
I'd rather go home.
I find you walk around in a circle to find something good, but there's never anything good.
No.
You're like, I'll go to this room. You go to the main room. Oh, I'll go back here. I'll go down to that downstairs room. And you're like, I'll go upstairs. Oh, then I'll go here. And you're like, no, this is just not the one. Because they've even got that like pop kind of room, haven't they, as well? That's still not the one. It's still not the one. But anyway, let's not cuss out gay AY.
I do love heaven and I love it all. But the last time I went there is when I was really drunk and I was like, I'm going to do porn idol. My God.
No, you're like, you got titties out and everything.
No. I was so when I tell you I was fucked, I was absolutely fucked. I was like, I'm going to do it. So I was speaking to a person. They were like, oh no, we've got too many women. We need men.
Okay.
And then I was like, no, I want to do it. And then they were like, okay, give me your number. And then like, you can come next week or whatever.
Don't say they called you.
They kept on calling me. They called me for about 2 months. I said, listen, you had me when I was drunk.
Yes, you can't have me now.
If you had me at that time, I would have been on that stage.
Yes.
Now, I'm sober. I
could think of anything worse.
The fact that you've got my number. I don't want this reminder of the fact that I could have made a very bad decision. I don't want the reminder. Stop calling me.
Because you would have been drunk. Someone would have taken a video. Pum Pum would have been out a door. Everything. Because in those porn idols, people get butt naked.
And you know what? You know, for me, when I'm drunk and I'm my competitive self.
Well, I've seen your Pum Pum already.
Right? I would have been like, me and my competitive self. So you got this one over here doing this. I said, fuck you. I would take my whole bra off. Nope. And then what? I'm someone's mother. I can't do it.
Literally,
someone's
I am
mother.
someone's
I
mother.
cannot be doing that.
For you to then be on TikTok that you don't realize you're on TikTok, even though you couldn't be on TikTok because they wouldn't allow you
but I
to
could be
show that
somewhere.
kind of stuff.
I would be somewhere.
Yes,
And
somewhere.
then
I
all of a
know,
sudden
baby.
you're just, yeah.
I know.
But yeah, I don't even know what we were talking about then.
No, I
Went
know.
from love to porn idol. Fucking hell.
God.
Jesus. Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram if you want to get in touch at you_reminds_me.
And also, don't forget to subscribe.
Send us a DM, darlings. We'll always get back.
Love ya. So, our little bit of news this week. So, I've, like, as usual, you scroll through TikTok or even, like, just hearing about stuff. Have you heard about the way people are stealing cars at the moment?
Yes, because it's happened
Happened
to
to
me.
you. But now, people are being smart. They're getting wire, holding up the wire, like, so going back, the car has to be a keyless car.
Yep, yep.
So they hold the wire up like it at your door, and it sends a signal. So it seems like the key is closer to your car.
Yeah.
Big holding up wire like that, and then it opens the car. They steal your car. The car's gone. So
do you know when they stole my car?
yeah.
So I was speaking to police because the police were like basically, like, I can't even call them useless because I get why, but they were useless in the sense that me calling them was just to get a crime reference number. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, they couldn't do anything about it.
Yes.
And then basically they said that, like, so that is actually old. What they're doing now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What they're doing now, especially
Okay.
with like the Ranges, Discoveries, all that. Because I had
Yeah.
Discoveries, didn't I? What they're doing. he
Yeah,
was like,
big Range Rover you had.
I know, right? They were like, you were probably followed. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like,
Yeah,
what
that's
they're
so
doing
true.
is that, like, you know when you park at a petrol station or you park up or whatever,
Yeah.
they'll park behind you. They get the signal like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so
And
then
then
they can copy it.
Yes,
to
they
then
copy
go
the
and
signal when you're at a petrol. He was like, so you might be in a petrol station, you don't notice this, so you just think someone else is behind you. Doing this, whatever.
Yeah.
Then they copy your signal. Then they follow you home, but they're not following you home as in like
They're just following you home to see where you
yeah.
live.
Then they'll carry on driving, but they know where or if they don't even turn down your road, they'll know that you've turned down that road and whatever. And then he was like, and then they'll come out.
The reg number.
Yeah.
And be like, okay.
Then they come out, and then they come out in the evening or whatever, and then they steal it. He was like, because they've got your key signal from them, so they've already got your key signal on their little thing. But I said, I'm sorry, this is an inside job because Discoveries, Range Rovers, they're like, you can't really get them insured in London anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the insurance is mad.
Oh, really?
Because they get stolen so often.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, they're easy to steal. So I was like, it's an inside job.
Yes.
Someone at Range Rover or whatever
Imagine.
is inside on it because there's no way that they're making these cars, and like mine weren't new. Do you know what I mean? So mine kind of made sense for it to get stolen because it wasn't new.
Yes.
But these new ones are getting stolen. So you sort of know that your cars get stolen.
But what, for me, I'm like, why do you have the need to steal a car?
Yeah, because
what are you going to do with the car? Because obviously with yours...
They sell it.
No, but can you sell it?
They send it abroad. So they're selling it to the people that are abroad. They send it. So mine was found, because they found mine.
Yeah.
And it was found next to the docks.
Oh.
And they were like, it was probably waiting
ready to go
onto the thing. Yeah.
Well, this is like, it's a lot of things. So someone's actually sat there, thought about it, and had to do.
Yeah.
Like it's like
but it's
almost
organised
stealing.
crime, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So we couldn't, if we went to go and steal a car tomorrow.
What am I doing with it?
So we steal it. But
and then I'm going to get caught. I'm going to get caught.
We steal it, but where is it going?
And then I'm like, don't drop the soap, but drop the soap. No, I won't drop the soap. I couldn't do that. I say, no, I'm not accommodating in that way.
Then.
No, child, I'm not accommodating in that way.
Are you sure? Look at you. That was your first thought. I'm going to drop the soap.
I know, innit?
That's why he wants to go to
everyone says that, though, don't they? When they go to jail, don't drop the soap.
Yeah, but you wanted to drop the soap. Yeah.
Well, metaphorically, I was dropping the soap.
I'm going to drop the soap. Come for me, guys.
Yeah, imagine being, what is it, the jail bitch?
I would happily do it. If I went to jail, that's what I'd do.
Would you? Just to have sex?
No. So that I'm protected.
Oh yeah, true.
I would go and find
then
the biggest, baddest lesbian ever.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And then I'll just go and be her bitch. I'm all right. I'm protected. I'm not going to go fuck around in there so someone can beat me up.
No, but then you have to give her what she wants.
That's all right.
Well, I'm saying giving her what she wants. She'll be giving you what she wants because she'll be there eating. She said, "Wow, this is a 5-course meal."
Guys, if you see me in prison tomorrow, you know
And
why.
literally,
if you see me robbing co-op,
yeah, you know
waiting to
why.
get arrested, you know why.
Don't get me started back on that robbing co-op, you know.
Why?
How many times I've seen people in my co-op still, like how we spoke about it in season 1, it is still rife.
But I need the ones that are doing it by lists. You remember when we were younger? I mean, you go in the hair shop and someone comes in, they're like, "Oh, I got this," and you're like, "Oh, can you get me this?" And they bring it back for you for a £5. Where are you guys?
Yeah. But even though we
right
shouldn't
now.
be getting that.
No, I do need it. Sorry, Cosy Living Crisis.
Yeah.
Is not for it's not a fake thing anymore. Before I thought, oh yeah, it's not really affecting me.
Yeah.
Now, my God.
Because it just annoys me. The things that were £1, why are they £1.35? That's a lot of money on top.
Marcus, ask me why 4 cheese strings. I love cheese strings. Kids love cheese strings. Why are they £1.75, please, for 4? For 4.
And how much were they before then?
They were like £1 for 4. Then the 2-pack, then the 8-pack was like £2.
Wow.
Now the 8-pack's like £3.
And I know certain places, for instance, Aldi, Lidl's, they're like, oh yeah, we're cheap. They're not cheap.
They're not. That's why I've just given up going to them places because I'm just like, I might as well just go Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Or
you
Tesco
might as well.
or wherever because Aldi's not that much cheaper anymore.
No, it actually isn't. It
Sorry,
actually
that's
isn't.
Getting Melly as if she's some
It's
sort
alright.
of
You
fox.
can hear her. She's just can you hear her little?
She's saying
she
hello.
wants hugs and kisses.
Come here, Mel.
You make an appearance, girl.
Come here, Mel. No.
Oh. She's on me now,
Yeah.
everyone. But yeah, this way, good girl. That way. Oh, sorry.
Wow, that's part of the video we're going to put
I
up.
know. I didn't mean to push her that way. She just fell off.
Pushing her off.
She's just on me because she's dominant. I need someone on me anyway.
Yeah, that's why you want the soap. That's why you're out here dropping the soap.
Oh god.
But yeah, I just going back to like the stealing of cars. I'm not advocating for them, but everyone is in a hard place at the moment. I'm not saying that they're right for doing it, and these people are just awful people because you don't actually know what car you're stealing. So you stole my car, and you don't know if I've got a disabled child or if I'm disabled or if it's my only way to get to work
but that's the thing, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, and
it's almost like I'm going real deep now. People who do the bombings,
yeah,
they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit who they're going to kill around them because they've got something that is so much deeper and someone who they are following, who are they're worshipping, that is more worthy than the people who they're going to kill around them. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I could never get to... Oh,
Melly, down.
Down now. Good
Melly's
girl.
a very needy dog. She's like
she
her
wants
mother.
kisses and everything. Oh, it's all right, girl.
I actually think that she was made for me. That's why I think I love her so much. Because she's literally the dog version of me.
Really?
She's so needy.
Do you know what I wish?
I'm very
Dogs
needy.
could talk.
Yes, so do I.
But not too much. Because
not
they
too
would know
much.
all your business. Imagine they'll be like a toddler. Guess what?
Could you imagine? You know, some of the stuff, like when I'm talking and I'm talking to myself and stuff that Melly hears.
Yeah.
My God, she heard it all.
If that happened, I say, whoa. I said, shut.
That's when you just got to be like,
shut your little mouth. Shut your little mouth. Or you're not getting a chicken bone when you get home.
You just got to basically be like, I think you said leave it all and start again. Because leave everyone, everything. Even my kids, they'll be like, wow, this is what mummy says about us when we're not here. Cool, nice little shits and that.
She would, she would let loose.
Yeah, with her loose lips, like her mother. Loose lips.
No, they're not loose. They're tight.
They are. I didn't mean like that. I see something on Thingy, right, and it actually on Instagram the other day, and it actually made sense, right? It was like, why do men think that you sleep with 30 men, it makes you loose, but I sleep with you 30 times, it doesn't make you loose?
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Because they'll be like, oh, you slept around.
Really,
but I can sleep with you 30 times.
That is so true.
Yeah.
But does your body get used to having one kind of dick inside of you? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Where if you have 30 different sized dicks inside of you, you're gonna
But I
So,
don't think
but I think
multiple
it
partners
doesn't a
make you
woman's body.
loose.
It
Yeah,
snatches
and
back
especially if you do
anyway.
your Kegels, like it snatches back. Like
What's
I'm
your
not being
Kegels? Is that
like, you
like?
know, the pussy bumps. Like,
Oh, do you do that? Like
yeah, I'm
for
even
your
doing it
pelvic,
now. Your
your
pelvic
pelvic.
floors. Yeah, you have to do
So
it.
what do? You just like
You just
squeeze
like clenching your inner thighs.
inside, and you can feel it clenching.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Wow! And you just go clench, clench,
Clench, clench, and you
clench.
got holes, and you let go, and you holes, and you let go. It's like, but like once you've had children, you have to
Wow!
do it more than before you've had
Yeah,
children. But I'm not being funny. I pushed a whole fucking head out of my
that's the
vagina,
thing. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
your dick's making me
Two,
loose.
two
Two
heads.
heads, and A, B, and C's dick's making me loose. Get to fuck. I pushed a whole head
Ain't,
out of there.
ain't nobody's dick bigger than a
I,
child's head.
right. So
Well,
then
there
you
might
tell
be
her,
one person who's got the
yeah, but
what's
well,
it
that's
called?
not
The
going
Guinness World
inside me
Record.
then. That ain't going inside me. Where's that fitting?
You remember I
That's
showed you
coming
that
out.
person?
Oh.
Yes, that's a
Do you know
yes.
Keir showed me something on Instagram, right? Or
Mm.
TikTok. No, it was Twitter, I think. Twitter's the porn one, isn't it? Where people put out them
Yeah.
stuff on
Oh, people are loose on Twitter.
Twitter.
Well, X they call it now.
Yeah,
Loose.
when he showed me that, I said, what? I said, wait, so this, like, it's not even like you ain't got your face in it. Like, you're not just...
People don't care.
I said,
They
oh
do not
my
care.
goodness. And then he was like, oh yeah, you can subscribe. I said, first of all, I'm not subscribing to no one because porn's free.
Yes.
I'm not subscribing to no
Yeah.
one because I know
And
porn for free.
I
Get
know
someone that looks
as
like
much as you got your stuff on OnlyFans, that shit has been leaked.
But
I'll be able to find it somewhere
exactly.
else.
Or I can get someone that looks like you.
Yeah.
So I don't need to pay for
Yeah.
it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I was like, each to their own. If you want to do that, do that.
Yes.
But for me, I'm too scared that, like, my mum would see, like, even though my mum's not looking at those websites,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Or it'll get
Yeah.
back to my mum because
Yeah.
someone will see it, then someone will see it, then my uncle sees it, then this and then that. And then it's just like, I don't want everyone knowing what's underneath. Do you know what I mean? Or
Yes.
and it's like, I'm happy, like, you know when people take pictures of like, their boobs and like frontal?
Yeah.
Fine, do what you're doing, right? When you're showing your whole insides and you're showing everything, it's like, there's stuff that you can't take off the internet.
Yeah.
Once it's on there. So
It's
now
on.
you're thinking I'm getting 50 grand, I'm making all this money a year, right? When you want to get married and you want all these men to come and love you and this and this and this, I'm sorry, men ain't like women. Women can accept that a man's had a past. Men can't accept.
Do you think so?
Women can accept a man's past. If you love the man enough, you can accept a man's past. Women absolutely can.
No.
Men can't.
Do you not think?
Why do you think women lie about how many people they slept with? Men can't accept it.
Really?
A man could tell me that I've slept with 200 women, right?
No,
I would think you're rough.
But what if so you're saying that? So would you accept if a man came to you and was like, "So I'm not gay, but I have had or would like a man to suck my willy." What would you say?
Marcus, then Melly, that's a very loud
Yeah,
noise.
no.
Melly said, oh, I thought. But,
She was like, "Bitch, tell me."
she's like, bitch, I've heard you.
And then she heard.
She's like, bitch, I've heard your conversation
You
about
heard
it.
it, innit?
Do you know what, right? I feel really, really, really awful saying this, but we're open. This is our podcast and we can be open. But
Sorry.
I don't know if I could be with a bi man, and that's not in the sense that of, oh yeah, I think bi men are wrong or anything like that. I just think, in me, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is, but like if my friend was bi or my friend like was whatever, I wouldn't care. But for me to actually have intimate relationships with, I don't know if I could do it. But then I don't know why I couldn't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't actually care.
Yeah. But you can't put your finger on it. But do you not say to yourself, maybe do I just try it?
Yeah. So I
to
said this.
See...
And I was like, I could, like, because really it's just who you're sleeping with or
Yeah.
it's who you slept with or who you find attractive. That is really all sexuality
Yeah.
really is. It's who you find attractive and who you sleep with and who you want to kind of be with. That's it. And if you're a nice person and we get on and we at least, why do I care that you've had a past or that you sometimes like to do this? Because if we're together, likelihood is that you won't be doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what it is, and like there's a lot of women that will say that they don't know what it is. That makes them think, oh, I couldn't be with someone that's bi, but I don't know if I could. But then in my head, I'm like, then you're being the same as these people that say that maybe about you, that when you want to sleep with a girl or a man, they're thinking, oh yeah, look, you're just greedy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know what I mean? When it's just like, no, actually, I'm just attracted to both.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
attracted
yeah.
to both, and
Yeah.
it's just what it is. If I've got a boyfriend, I've got a boyfriend. If I've got a girlfriend, I've got a
Girlfriend, yeah.
girlfriend.
Well, would
That's
you
it.
say that you're pansexual? So
What does
you,
pansexual mean?
pansexual is more kind of like you would fall in love with. I don't want to get it wrong. So off the top of my head, I'm thinking pansexual is more you fall in love with the person more than the gender. So it could be a guy, girl.
Yeah, I think that is. Yeah,
It could
I think
be
that is probably what I am more.
someone who's
Yeah,
trans, anything like that.
I think
Like
that's probably
you would
me.
fall in love with the person
Because I would obviously
more.
find you attractive,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, I wouldn't care that you're a
Of
man or a
what's going
woman
on. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or trans or whatever. I wouldn't care. And I think, I don't know. I think we've all got our little hang-ups.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
those little hang-ups is like, well, oh what? So he sucked a dick before, and
Mhm.
what? He could be the love of my life, but I'm not going to say yeah to him because he
But
sucked a dick.
do you know what? Would you then open the relationship then? If
I
do you
wouldn't.
know
But I wouldn't open a relationship full stop because I'm too jealous.
you would?
It would
Oh
never
yes,
work.
we spoke about this.
Yeah, it would never
Yeah.
work. So I would never
Yeah.
open a relationship full stop
But
because
then it's kind of not. It's not kind of hard because what I'm thinking is if you were with someone who likes men, they are eventually maybe gonna say to you,
let's open it
"Let's
up.
open it up," or "Should we have a threesome?" How would you feel about that?
First of all, I couldn't have a threesome with two men.
Okay.
As much as I think that it could be fun, I couldn't.
But
because
getting spit roasted?
no, Marcus, that seems
Okay.
like
That's
hell
that's just
to me.
porn, isn't it?
Yeah,
Spit
like
roasting.
that just seems like absolute hell to me. And I would figure like,
No, because yeah, imagine you getting fucked and you just
and all of a sudden you can't even like
You
do
can't
nothing.
breathe.
You can't do nothing.
like you can't even breathe from
Yeah.
your pum pum, you can't even breathe from your
From
mouth.
nowhere. There's
Like
nowhere for air to come out.
yeah, you're just
Nowhere
like
for air.
literally spit
Just-
roasted.
Yeah, just full of gas.
Yeah.
That's it. But I was just like, I don't know. I just don't think I could. I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't think I could do it with two men. I think two women and a man, yeah, fine. But two
Yeah.
men, I just think it's a bit much, and I feel like I'd feel like such an object.
Yeah.
And I think that is just society that would make me feel like that because.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like even
Yeah,
like
it's
doing
so
it with
weird,
two
like,
women
we-
and two men,
yeah.
like the man would never feel like an object.
Yes.
Do you know what
Exactly.
I mean? Even though he's in the same position, he'd never feel like, oh, I'm just an object. But with a woman, it's just like, oh, well, these men are just using me to fuck.
Yeah.
When in reality, that's what you're doing if you're doing it with two women. But
True.
do you know what I mean? Like,
But
we're just using them or
that's
whatever.
what the kind of stigma is, isn't it? Like, if we're gonna have a threesome, if you're in a straight couple, it's always gonna be with another girl.
Yeah, no. There's
Do you know
very,
what I
very
mean? It's always
few
gonna
and
be with
far
another girl.
between men that I know in my
We'll
life
have another
that
man.
would have another man.
Yeah. Because they would be very jealous
Yeah.
of you moaning and screaming
Yeah.
in a way that he has never made you moan and scream.
And then it's the same thing why men are like, oh my god, love lesbians. Fucking can't stand gay people. Well, no, but do you know what I mean?
I
Not
just
like
don't
that, but do you know what I mean?
understand
Like, you
any
can love
of
a
it.
lesbian,
Yeah.
but you don't like the male equivalent of a lesbian, which is a
Yeah.
gay man. Like, but you want to watch lesbian porn, but it's just two women, and
Exactly.
like gay porn makes you sick or whatever. Do you know what I
But
mean?
that's gay porn.
Like it is, but it's exactly the same thing, just two
Yeah.
different genders or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like I watch kind of every kind of porn, but like I don't want to sit there and watch two women rubbing their fannies together.
oh, sometimes it's nice.
Is that nice though? Scissoring, like, but
I
I don't know.
very,
Maybe
very,
being a woman, you know the sensation it will give you.
I very
where-
rarely watch straight porn.
Okay,
Very rarely.
really?
Yeah, that mean.
Oh, actually, I do watch a bit of straight porn,
Oh,
and sometimes I just
damn.
like when you see the dick go right in the
Marcus,
pussy.
wow, Marcus.
I went in there. I don't care
Wow,
anymore.
Marcus, that was too much
Yeah.
for me. That gave me
But
anxiety.
but sometimes just seeing that, like you're like, "Woi."
No,
I said,
don't
"Yes, he gave it to her good."
And if I
But-
do watch straight porn, I'm never looking at the man.
Okay,
Never looking at the man. I don't care what you're doing.
you're
I'm-
looking at the
I'm looking at a
woman.
woman.
Where I'm different, I'll most probably look at more the man than the woman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But-
Because any hole's a goal, apparently, in my eyes.
That's why he's dropping the soap.
Isn't it? Yeah. Apparently, this is just came to me
Do
then.
you know what? To be fair, he might slip on the soap and open his mouth.
You never know, innit? I said, we all have sexual needs, don't we? I
Fucking
can't remember what I was going
horny
to say.
as fucking shit at the moment.
Are you?
Ovulating. Girls, tell me, right? Because I've only recently come across this, right? Apparently, when you're ovulating after
Yeah.
your period and stuff like that, because of obviously like science and all that,
Yeah.
that's when you're most fertile.
Okay, so tell me, so I know, once you've had your period
Yeah,
and
I
everything's
think it's about a
happened,
week after
you
you
then
ovulate.
ovulate, and
Yeah.
that's when you can get pregnant and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that is when you're at your horniest.
Which is actually makes sense because obviously,
Okay.
like scientifically,
Yeah.
it's like if you can get pregnant, it's like
That's why
obviously
you're-
why you have your period and stuff like that is to
Yeah.
get pregnant and stuff like that.
Because
But,
you've gone through all that pain of actually
Yeah.
the walls falling out on
yes,
you,
then
that you're just like, whoa,
and
yeah.
then after, I tell you, during ovulation time, my God, the horniness is unreal.
It hits you.
There's literally no sex, no nothing that you can do to get rid of that horn. The horn's just there,
Oh.
constantly, just there. Like, during ovulation time, I fap out constantly. That's probably why I'm procrastinating, because I'm just like, I'll be watching something, and all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, go on.
Anything can kind of trigger
Anything
that
triggers
horniness, isn't it? Yeah.
Anything. During that ovulation time, anything trigger it. Trigger it. Like, it's mad. It's
wow.
honestly, it's the maddest thing ever. But it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun being a woman, isn't it?
When you have someone there to do it with.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's
then
me. Every time when the right hand just gets boring, you say, "Oh bloody hell, I'm doing that again."
Oh, God.
But yeah, it's crazy. It is real crazy. Life. Well, we went in. We actually went in there, and I'm sorry if any listeners didn't like that, but it's the truth. We're just gonna talk on stuff, and this is the way the podcast is. Like, I would rather just be truthful, and I'm actually finding out stuff about myself. Like, it was really nice to just talk about love and actually know the different stages of love and shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
Or
like,
what you feel
and maybe
stuff,
I do. I am putting myself out there. Like when I went for the what's it called? The speed dating, which was.
Do you think you're putting yourself out there is
enough?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if certain things put me off. Oh, child, I was in TK Maxx today. I was there jamming to some Christmas things, smiling. Everyone's smiling around me. Like, oh. I said, hello. But then, but you know when that's kind of like, oh, he's just an idiot joker. Just like, you're not going to find the love of your life. But unlock
that's
eyes.
That's smile on the train. Because
I'm not on the train. I'm on the bus. I go on the bus to get to work.
Get on the bus and smile.
Smile with these people in South East London and do
what? Say hi.
I'm not smiling for them.
I'm here, baby.
I do smile, though.
I don't smile.
And it must smell cute as well, doesn't it? We just say, hey.
No, I always get complimented on my smile.
Mm.
Like, apparently my smile's infectious. When I've got my real smile on.
Yeah.
Like, if someone smiles and they're like, your smile was like so nice.
You're
and
like,
then my eyes, like, which is, I'm trying to get rid of my eyes. Not rid of my eyes, but.
What do you mean?
My eyes entice sex. Especially when I got my full eyelashes on.
Yeah.
I have been told all the time. Just the way that I look, it's just like, I want to fuck you. I don't want to fuck anyone.
Yeah.
Well, I do. But, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like,
but not any Tom, Dick and Harry.
Like, if I'm just talking to someone, like, I'll be like, and I'm just talking to someone, but I'm not talking it to you in the sense of, oh, yeah, this is where it's going. I'm just talking to you because I'm drunk. And I want, like, do you know what I mean? But then, like, my eyes make me feel, like, make me look
But
like...
how do you do that? Because I'm a person, I talk to any Tom, Dick and Harry when I'm out. But
Melly,
I always find
it. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. She's just there. But how do you do that? Because I always find myself making friends.
Oh, no,
instead of making someone who... Do you know what?
I'm very good
I can't
at
tell
eye
you
contact.
maybe the last time or whenever that happened where I've met someone out and then I've brought them home. No, that's another story for not on this pod. But yeah, literally, I am.
But this is what I'm telling you. So I'm not even out there doing that. And
then you attract that.
I'm attracting the people that think that that's what I want.
But we're kind of the same because I remember when we went out in bloody Shoreditch and you had a crowd of women dancing to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then someone might approach. Well, things happened that night that we got. Nothing happened that night. I'm
Marcus
joking.
was arguing with someone.
Yes. I argued and I went home. I said, I've had enough.
He said enough. That's what happened. That's all that happened.
That's all that happened.
Argument.
But yeah,
He's just at it. Wow. Is that what we're doing then? Yeah.
I didn't out. I didn't go fully out. But yeah, it's hard. I'm like, how do I balance
you
that?
have to, like, for me, I am good at eye contact in that sense, but
Me
I don't
too,
mean to be good at eye contact. But mine just comes off. Like, so I'm not even meaning to do it like that. But because I can,
yeah.
Like, and also I feel like, actually, it probably is a bit of me. I like to fuck with men.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't. I would never, ever,
it's
ever.
easier to fuck with men, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm never ever gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
You're not coming to my house.
Yeah.
You're not getting my number.
I can wind you up, wind you up. It's literally until you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
But you're never. Nothing's ever gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know that I can do it.
It's almost like I can make you pre-cum without you like coming. You know what I mean?
It's a bit maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
without
I'm
you
a bit
coming
of
in
a
my
fucking
bed, like.
narcissist. Maybe I am.
Yeah.
But
don't know what happened there, but anyway.
I feel like telling us to go home.
Yeah, the light just went off and said bye.
Bye.
But yeah, should we just wrap this up because we are rambling on.
Rambling.
But I hope you enjoyed this. Oh God, I've lost my mind. Pod. This pod. I hope you enjoy this pod.
Guys, sponsor me. I need to buy Marcus a new glass.
No,
sponsor me.
I know she mash up my glass. Nice glass is only from Wilco, but Wilco's is gone. So where am I getting the glass again?
It's right, guys. Sponsor me.
Please
buy
sponsor
something
her.
So I'm sitting pretty design so I can replace a glass.
Yes. But anyway, I hope you all have a lovely week and stay safe. Love you all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.